Hi, everyone. This is Stephen and Charlene. Right back at you by popular demand.
Oh, really? Know that?
We've gotten so many positive feedback from all of you from our last video. We thought that we would make another one, and today we're making a special one in honor of Valentine's Day. And Charlene, continue.
Me continue?
Yes.
This was your idea. He wanted to talk about different things. And one of the stories he wanted to tell you was how he had a hard time expressing his feelings. Because I think we said this before, right? How I wanted to hear you. Did we tell them that already? That I wanted to hear you say I love you all the time? No, I don't think we told them that.
No, we never told them that story.
And so he wrote a song just with the 3 letters, I love you, and then it expressed his feelings for me. The only way he could do it was through music and song. And then after we got married, he tried to express it without music. Do you want to show them what you did? You know.
Well, let me give a little bit more of a backstory. You know, and again, in honor of Valentine's Day, that one of the things that attract people is, you know, that person attracts us. They're beautiful, they're talented, and we kind of like when we get married or we get together. It can be kind of a selfish thing, and or I love this person because. And then when you get married, then it could be a different story. Well, that person, you know, it doesn't do like they used to do. They're not as pretty when they wake up in the morning, or handsome, and so forth and so on. So
it's like the honeymoon is over.
Yeah, the honeymoon is over.
And you're not putting your best foot forward anymore. Now you're seeing the real person.
So one of the things is I was definitely guilty of that. When I saw Charlene, I don't know if we told them this story. When I first saw this Charlene, she had a slit on her skirt and
fishnet stockings and high heels.
And man, that girl I was attracted, still am, but then I was like, boom. And so, you know, eventually we got together. If you watch our videos from before, we eventually got together. And then, but one of the things is that, you know, the question is, was that true love? That was the question. Oh. And so...
well, because a lot of times, the truth is, I think people get married for selfish reasons. And I think we all do this. Is that usually the first thing that's there is an attraction. And then after that, you get to know the person. But what's going to physically attract you to the person is how they look or a talent you saw them do. You know, you're just not going to, if the person is not all that, so to speak, honestly, you don't notice them. And again, whether it's physical appearance or whether it's a talent, oh, you heard that person sing, or you heard that person speak, or whatever. So we get married for selfish reasons, expecting the other person to fulfill our needs and our expectations of love. And you have to come to a point in the marriage where I'm not marrying you because of what you can do for me. If you truly love the person, you want to make that person happy.
Right.
So
I learned that the hard way. And, so one of the things is my wife, she's kind of touchy touchy-feely. She's romantic, a very affectionate person. Me, at that point in my life, I was not. I wasn't the case. I mean, I was touchy-feeling before we got married. I was very touchy-feely. but afterwards, the honeymoon is over. So one of the things she wanted to hear all the time was, I love you. She would say that to me. She would say that to her daughter. I love you, Charity. I love you, Stevie. I love you. And everybody was, I love you. And so she used to say, I love you. And then when I wouldn't answer her back, she would like, and do you have something to say back to me? And so I had to, in order to stay in the marriage, I had to say it.
That's not true. I accepted you for who you were. Yes, it bothered me, but it wasn't like I'm gonna leave you because of it. I mean, I knew you were like that before we got married. But we always have this thing that things will change after we get married. That wasn't the case.
So one day she would go to me.
No, actually, we went to bed, and you just leaned over to me and said, "No,
was that how it happened? No, but I didn't."
What are you talking about?
When I finally said I loved you back, I mean,
that was in the bed. Yeah, we had both went to bed at the same time to go to sleep, and you just leaned into me and you said,
"I said, I love you."
It was like he was gonna vomit out the words.
It's true.
He was like, I love you. I was like, but I mean, it was an honest effort. It was no coercion, nothing. He just leaned over to me, put his arm around me, and said that. I was like, what the heck? I was like, you sound like you were gonna vomit. That's how hard it was for him to say it.
I tried my best.
But it was an honest effort. It was all him. I didn't ask him to say it, but I was like,
it was like, I love you, darling.
I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And how long did that last?
That took a lot of effort.
I used to do that.
Well, you did it that first time. Then after that, he said I love you normally, but it didn't come often enough. At least not often enough for me. I think until like after 10 years of marriage. Right? I think it took like 10 years of marriage for him to say I love you.
In a regular way.
I think even a couple of times he even called me from work just to say I love you. And I was like, who are you and what have you done with my
husband? But one of the things that we learned, we when we first got married, we bought this book called "Love Is Not a Feeling." Remember?
Yeah, it was a book about love, right? And then it said that love is, I mean, when you are attracted or when you can fall in love, but that is not true love. And there are many different kinds of love. You have, the love of a parent, the love of a child, the love of a friend. Then you have a lustful type of love or a romantic type of love. So go ahead.
Well, and so that's what I've had a mixture of all those loves before.
But we learned that a true love is actually, if you look up the word love, it means, you taught me this.
Benevolence.
It means benevolence, which means wanting what is best
and
good for the other person.
That's true love.
That is true love. Now,
and then the feelings kind of come afterwards. The feelings are like icing on the cake.
Yeah.
The cake is the love, and then the feelings, that romantic feelings, it can come and go. But you can eat a cake without frosting. So that's what true love is.
Truly love that person, that love is always going to be there. Even if you get into a horrible, ugly fight,
right,
you still love that person.
Exactly.
You might not have romantic feelings at the moment. You might have the opposite. You might want to kill a person, but but the love will still be there even though you fight.
Exactly. And so even when we fight, at the moment, those emotions, like I said, they're unpredictable. They can be like you hate the person because it's just emotions. Because when the emotions subside, then it's like, I can't live without you, baby. You gotta come, please, baby. I love you. I love you. Not like I love you. And that's one of the things I learned. Is Charlene, actually, with Charlene and only with Charlene, the true love. She's the one that taught me how to love. I love her with all my heart.
I don't know if I showed him that. I honestly just think it was God. I think it was the Lord that helped you. I think between me and the Lord, I just really think that that's how you finally learned about what true love was about.
Yeah, she